Hello there, welcome to BBT GGT Sports. This is where we teach you betting strategy, we give you predictions, and of course, for beginners today, I'm with you here. I want to explain to you um the different odds when it comes to football betting. I know and I understand how sometimes it can be very intimidating when you are a first beginner in betting. You've never betted before. Probably you are a lover of football or you don't know much about football and you want to participate in betting. You want to, put odds there every day that can win you some money on a daily basis, weekly basis, or even monthly. But you do not understand the various aspects of football betting. So today I'm going to explain to you each and every part of football betting. I'm just going to concentrate on football and not other sports for today because we both know football is the most popular sports, and it's one of the sports where you have options and options to bet on different odds, which I'm going to explain to you. But if you've not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, help us grow the channel, hit that like button, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any video in future. I'm going here we share a lot of strategies. uh, Today I'm just going to show you various odds and what they mean. Then we will go into each odds. We will tell you later on future videos on how you can use those various odds to make a correct score prediction, and one that can ensure that you make money out of it with much ease. But for today, I'm talking with those beginners, those who don't understand football and they want to bet. The people who also understand football and it's the first time they want to do a betting and probably do not understand various aspects of betting. So those are the people I'm going to talk to today. I want to make it easy and simple for you to understand how to bet and the various odds there that are in the bookmakers. Now, if you look at my screen here, I am basically in a BETIKA platform. It's one of most popular betting platforms, but of course there are various other betting platforms that you can use, the likes of Mozart Bet, Betwinner, um, all of them. You can use them to bet. Of course, if you want to register, if you've never betted before, please click the link on our description to register in BETIKA. You never know, you can end up getting some bonus for registration. Also, we have a link for Betwinner. We also have a link for Mozart Bet. But today I want to explain to you using BETIKA on various odds in football betting. So, of course, if you don't have an account, you can click the description. There's a link in the description there that you can use to register an account. Register first. First, we'll have to register for you to bet. And of course, do a deposit. Like you see, like here, I can do a deposit if I just click. It will tell me which amount, and then it prompts into my phone, and I put. You can bet with 100 bob, you can bet with 50. As you can see here, the minimum is 10 shillings. So first of all, that is the first step you'll have to do: create the account, and then deposit some funds. Deposit some funds, and then you can now start betting. So, without taking much of your time, let me explain. For example, if in a Betika website, you will find all the games here. This is soccer, rugby, boxing, baseball, American football, ice hockey, table tennis, basketball, depending on which games you want to bet on. You can literally choose from these ones. You can choose from all these sports, but today, as I told you, I'm going to concentrate on soccer, which is football. um, the most, not American football, but the football we are used to, the English Premier League, the Kenya Premier League, um, the La Liga, the Bundesliga, and all that. Those are under soccer. So I will explain. the various aspects, the various odds in the soccer, and then I will explain the odds in live betting. I will explain the odds in jackpots, and I will explain the odds. Uh, Probably those three for now. For a beginner, I'll explain those three: how you can bet on jackpot, how you can bet on live sports, and the various odds that are involved. So now, normally in a football match, you have one team playing at home and another team playing away. So when you log into your account and you click soccer, it will give you an upcoming games here. As you can see from highlights, these are highlighted games that are there today. For example, you can get Wolves and Nottingham Forest playing today, Leicester playing Crystal Palace. But of course, these are just highlights. You can choose per country which games are you are looking for. For example, let's choose England and go to English Premier League. So basically, these are English Premier League games that you want to see. But you can, if you don't choose a country, then it gives you all. Like for example, here you can just choose any country that you want. If you want to bet on Kenyan Premier League, you will also find it here. Almost all the countries are here, as long as they participate in soccer games. So with all this, you can choose any team to bet on. Normally I say, if you are you literally have an idea of what you want to choose, which teams you want to bet on. Maybe with that we can do it on another video where we look at how to choose the teams you want. So if you want all the soccer games, just cancel this upcoming and Premier League and leave it to all. Leave it at all. You can also use filters to choose which games you want tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, when do you want them. But now let's look at upcoming games. So let's just use the English Premier League part to explain. Of course, if you want us to if you want to all the games, just click back at soccer. It will give you all the games. Then you can choose by country if you want, upcoming games if you want. These are the games that are starting in the next few minutes. But now let's just go back. I will explain, and I want to explain this using English Premier League because this is the most watched. Now, assume today you want to place your first bet and you want to play it Leicester playing Crystal Palace. So as I've told you, in a game of soccer, there's always a team which is playing at home, basically in their home ground or home pitch. And then there's a team which is the visiting team which is playing away. So in all the odds that you will always see, you will always find 1, X, and 2. So 1 here stands for home team, and 2 stands for that visiting team. X is an outcome of a match outcome, which is a draw. So if you find someone place an odd of 1, that means he's favoring the home team to win, and X is favoring a draw, and a 2 is favoring the visiting team to win. So these are the most obvious betting odds that people use. So for example, if I was favoring Crystal Palace to win away at Leicester, I would click Crystal Palace. Then here you'll be asked, what is your stake? What are you putting as a stake? In this case, I can place 100 bob, and then click here, place bet for this here. Can click that, but this one is telling me I do not have sufficient. It's actually asking me to log in. That's how you will place the bet. That is how you place the bet. And the times when people talk of multi-bet is you've chosen more than one games. For example, I've chosen this, but I've also come to the second game and said Fulham to win. So you see, this becomes now a multi-bet. Now, how do you normally earn money? For example, if it was a single bet of odd 3.00, it means the stake that I've placed, which is 100 bob or even 50 bob, will be multiplied by 3.00. But you will be able to see, you'll see total odds is 3 because I've just chosen 3, one game. And I am placing, let's say, 100 bob. So some of you will ask, why is it that the money is not 300 but 241? This is because of the task. You know, ushuru, you are being taxed by the government for placing this odds. So that's why you will get your earnings is reduced to 241 instead of 300. So you should get that clearly. But when you make a double bet, a multi-bet, for example, you go to the second team and you choose Fulham. So your total bet becomes this 3 multiplied by 1.96 and then multiplied by the 100 bob. So in this case, you multiply 3 by 1.96 and then you multiply by how much you placed as a bet, how much are you putting at stake, which is 100. So that will give you final payout, which is 456 again after tax. So let's recap this very fast. You are a beginner, you want to bet. Please note, we've said 1 stands for home team to win. X means that you are predicting a draw. Could be 2-2, could be 3-3, could be 4-4, could be 0-0. And then 2, it means you are predicting the visiting team to win. So it's always good to know which team is playing at home and which team is playing away. But normally you will see, as it stands here, Leicester is playing at home and Crystal Palace is playing away. So that is the first thing. Now, how do you earn? When you choose, for example, Leicester, this odd here that is written here is multiplied by the stake that you've placed, and that is what gives you the final amount you will earn after tax. Also, if it is a multi-bet, you are having many teams in one bet. For example, you bet on Leicester and then you bet on Fulham and Bournemouth to be a draw. Then this is multiplied by this and then multiplied by the amount you place at stake. Now, that is the basics for a beginner. But if you want to go further to other odds that probably you see it's easier to predict, the likes of goal, under, over, all that. For example, if you are betting with BETIKA, just come and click. I hope you've seen where I've clicked. This is plus 99 markets. So market here means an outcome that you are predicting on. So for example, this is one market where we are choosing win, lose, or draw. This is one market. So we have an additional 99 possible markets that you can bet on this same game. Now, if you want to see all the market, just click plus 99. Then here you will see, here it says all the markets. There's my favorites is usually what do you normally, if you placed, this is what I would like to be betting on, then it will come under your favorites. But you can look at all the market. You can look at the main markets. There's also first half outcome. in terms of goals, in terms of correct score. You can also bet on that. You can bet on goals, under, over as well. You can bet on cards and corners, combo, you know, that's the ones we talk of, double chances. You can bet on players, but this one now doesn't have at the moment. There are no markets in this group at the moment. I think it's because the game is yet to start, probably. There are also others, but let me explain the few ones. Now, all markets means everything, all these here. So sometimes you can come to all market and say, I want to give myself a double chance. And double chance means what? For example, let me just explain the basics, the main basics. In the first one here, this was where you can choose home team, draw, or team 2 to win. That I've already explained. Now, another market is the one that you usually call goal or no goal. So you can bet on both teams to score. If you say yes, then the odd here is 1.70. This is what will be multiplied with what you've staked. And in this case, all teams will have to score, whether it is 1-1, 5-1, 10-2. Both teams have at least scored a goal. And in this case, if that is what you had betted, you earn, you win the bet. You can also bet on no, and one team will not score, and that means it could end into 1-0, 10-0, 5-0, as long as there's a 0 in the score line and you had betted on no goal, then you get to earn. Now let me explain double chance. I've explained both teams to score. That's where you hear people talk of goal. Goal means both teams to score. Both teams to score. Some people call it BTTS. So you can place a yes or a no. Now, another chance that normally happens, people use a lot when they are beginners, is the double chance. So the double chance says what? Home team will win or it will be a draw. Then you add that. If you say no, it will be a draw or away team to win, the visiting team to win. Then you place X/2. But if you want to bet that there will be no draw, either home team will win or away team will win, then you place it here, which is 1/2. Now, one thing you will realize when you go to the main odds, like home team winning is 2.46, odd is 2.46, and draw is 3.55. And away team to win is 3.00. You'll realize that when you use double chance, your odds are lower because the probability of winning here, you winning the bet here, is much higher than here. And that's why these guys would give you a lower uh, odds. Because literally for this game, I would say I can decide to say Leicester versus Crystal Palace. I say this is likely to be away team win or a draw. So I'll go for 2. The odds here will be 1.59. But had I chosen a straight draw, I would get an odd of 3.55. What does it tell you? It tells you this one, there's a higher chance of getting an outcome of either an X or 2. So the odds are placed lower. I hope that is understood. Please, if you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe. In the description, if you have a question, please, in the comment section, if you have a question, place it there. I will be more than willing to answer the question for you, that you get an understanding. So in this part 1, I'll only want you to understand as a beginner, those odds. The straight odds, which is away team win, draw, or a home team win, both teams to score, and double chance. Please understand those three very well. And in part 2 of our understanding the odds, I will explain now when it comes to goals, where we'll talk of I will explain the first half, and goals, and cards and corners. That is what I'll explain in the part 2 of this video. So please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button, the notification button, so that you don't miss the part 2 of this, so that we show you get an understanding of how you can bet in football. That will give you, don't just bet blindly, bet when you understand what you're betting on. It gives you a higher chance of winning a bet. For now, I'll leave it at there, and thank you for watching. Please remember to bet responsibly. Thank you.